All right, so this is the Nijisanji strength tier list. Now, I don't know a lot about the lore. I know like a little bit here and there, but the chat knows. At least I hope the chat knows. Does this include new lore? Yeah, we're gonna go with the latest and greatest of lore. Millie's powers don't work on Earth at all? If Millie's powers don't work at all, then she'd be D tier. Aster is a literal celestial star. Okay, he's a celestial star, but does he? So he has the powers of a star. So he's like super hot. Aster is SS. Okay, so he's super hot. He's super hot. Out of context, it's like, oh, okay. Aster is the strongest one, celestial star. Okay, so he has like supernova and all that. Aster, double SS. Comet, supernovas, crazy, powerful. Who is the second strongest? I'm gonna keep Millie there. I mean, she lost her powers, so. And Petra keeps being down here, so I'm gonna assume Petra is also D. Illyria, no one knows how old she is. A lunar sky dragon, so she is a moon dragon. So she has the powers of the moon, I'm gonna assume. So she's not spitting fire, she's gonna be manipulating the oceans and stuff like that, right? Illyria came from the sun. Oh, okay, a solar dragon, okay. She came from the sun. She gots to be pretty high. Like supernovas, but okay, she's just weaker than Aster. Okay. Selene is lunar. Okay, so Selene is the moon dragon. So I see why she's below. Why she's below. Just because, like, bro, up here, this is a cosmic power. This is cosmic. This is cosmic tier. Millie regained her powers and has the power of time and space. If Millie has the power of time manipulation, that is very powerful. That is very powerful. I mean, she probably can't beat Selene in a fight, but she has staying power. Inna uses hell as a vacation spot. But what does that say? Does that mean people just respect Inna in hell, or does that mean she could actually kick people's ass in hell? Like, you know, is it both? Inna is S, not SS. Okay. Time manipulation versus people in hell like you. Reincarnation on top of that. Shit. Millie would be top of S tier because even though she can't beat Selene, she'll eventually defeat her just through time alone. Just constantly reincarnate to fight her over and over again. Reverse Millie for now. Reverse Millie. Okay. You think Millie is A? Okay. So we got multiple people Millie for A tier, so we can move her down. And we can just move her back if we have to. So Millie is our A tier. Millie is our A tier. Who else is in S tier? Nina? Nina would be S tier? Oh God. Understandable. Nina luck only works on others, not herself. Okay. She's in debt. Okay. She got kicked out of heaven for doing, yeah, I remember that. She got kicked out of heaven for not doing it. Rosemi is between S and A. So she's high A tier, low S tier. Rosemi is high A tier, low S tier, then she'd be above Millie. Millie was our gatekeeper of S tier, but now it's Rosemi. Rosemi is now our gatekeeper of S tier. What does Rosemi do? Rosemi supposedly is Satan, but I was gonna give her the benefit of doubt. Just being a rose and having plant powers is actually beneficial. Like Vox is making fun of it, like, oh, it's a flower comes out of the ground. There's a reason why Poison Ivy is a big threat in the Batman series. There's a reason why she needs to be locked up and constantly on watch, because plant powers, unironically, are very freaking strong, because plants in real life can fucking kill you. So, benefit of the doubt, Rosemi would be strong. Even though she is a plant, she would be strong. Rosemi is the reincarnation of Satan. Hide and grow, so start from a rose and then overthrow the previous Satan. Jesus Christ! Mista and Ike are the only normal people. Okay, so by that, then they'd have to be low. Mista versus Ike in a fight, I think Ike might win because he is smarter, but I don't know. Mista might pull out something. I don't know. I think there's a decent conversation about these two, even though they're just human. Luca is also normal, but he does have a gun. Right? So a gun beats fist. We know this. Uki is a psychic. Psychic powers are really strong. We put him in S tier. Why is Petra first? You right. Why is Petra first? You are right. Shu and Uki are both S. Shu, S tier. Okay. Shu got isekai'd by the gods because his roast burning hotter than your mom. But Shu is... Okay, we're gonna put Shu A tier, but between Uki and Shu, I'm honestly not. Shu is a sorcerer using curse magic. Okay, so curse magic should work on Uki, which is why he'd be higher. Curse magic versus Millie's magic. Interesting conversation. Because he could probably curse Millie to block her reincarnation ability. So Shu could honestly negatively impact Millie. But I don't know if Shu was going against the reincarnation of Satan. Maybe he could, but I don't know. Ike has gone on record as stating he has no combat abilities. Okay. But could he beat Petra? Could he beat Petra at least? That's lore-wise, Petra isn't a normal penguin. She's like genetically modified or something. Her psychology puts her above the average human. Her psychology. A genetically modified penguin versus a human with no combat abilities, I'm gonna say the penguin wins. Even though it's a penguin, it's genetically modified versus a human. I don't know. I don't know, man. If you can't fight and the genetically modified penguin comes after you, you're probably gonna run away. So she's probably gonna beat Ike just like she's gonna have the fear buff. Kyo has moon powers, but he doesn't really do anything. So you have moon powers, but you don't. He has no feats. But moon powers is the power of the ocean, man. Manipulate tides. You could cause devastation with moon powers. You really could. You might even be C tier, depending on who we put in C tier. Kyo could low-key honestly be C tier because the power of the moon is really good. Aya is an angel. Nina is a god. Aya is an angel. Okay, angel status. But okay. Inna is a higher angel then. Aya is a fallen angel. She's not that strong, so she's going what? B tier. Put Petra down. You can step on her with his heels. He's gonna step on Petra with the heels and it's gonna be game over. I honestly could see that. Like, for some reason, Ike ends up in the Antarctic and an angry Petra comes towards her, or Court come towards him, and he just puts the heel up and it's like on the forehead. You can't even reach. Scarl's high tier. She's an enchantress, and just about everyone's affected by her being down bad. But does that affect her? Does that affect everybody in the lore? Scarl being an enchantress, that means she takes over the humans pretty easily. The penguin, I don't know if it will work on Maria, because she's a doll, so I don't know if that will work on her. If Millie is cursed, then Bestie Inna can dispel. No, we're not pure. Jace, we're not having tag teams. We're not having, because, you know, Inna and Millie are best friends. Like, Inna's gonna come and help Millie in distress. This is just solo power scaling. Okay, wait, where will we put Ren at? He is a prince and he conquered planets. I don't think Scarl's enchanting powers will work on him, but I don't know if he's beating an angel. But I think he's above Scarl. Ren is definitely higher. Higher than A tier? Or high in A tier? I would say like right here, maybe. Could be S. Ren could be S tier? Dead S? Angels are immortal. Yeah, angels would be immortal, but I mean, you can capture them, shit. Just because you can't kill him don't mean that. Ren is one of the top tier predators of the universe. Word. Ren is a menace in his feats? Word. So he's like Lobo from DC. He's a freaking conqueror, bounty hunter, but he just be chilling doing his own thing. Word. In his feats. So he can't be above Rosemi, right? Ren got bored of being a menace and went to do music. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is a crazy feat. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. You got bored of destroying shit and you're like, let's go make blue sugar. But Rosemi is the one gatekeeping S tier. She is the gatekeeper of S tier. If you think Ren could battle Satan, let me know. I'm not sure. Where are we putting Finana? I want to know where the fish goes. What is Finana's power besides being the fish? Is she the queen? Like she has a tiara. Is she the princess of like Atlantis or something like that? Besides Kyo? Okay, cool, perfect. Finana's a princess. She can make natural disasters, but so can Kyo. Kyo can make natural disasters due to his moon powers. Kyo hasn't found his true powers. Oh, okay. Well then Finana, because she mastered that shit, right? She's a princess, so she's been around it. She's been born with it. Kyo moon powers are more headcanon than anything. The firm blessings he got from the moon was immortality. Okay, so he's immortal. Okay, where are we putting Pomu? Okay, because we saw that was Copium having her in S tier. Pomu's a fairy. What fairy powers does she have? Is she like Tinkerbell? She put people to sleep or what? Pomu is strong. Well, what are her powers? She's a fairy, but I know some fairies that are pretty strong. Have you guys seen Winx Club? Is it Winx Club? Or is it just Winx? I don't know. Winx? Fairies can be powerful. I've seen it. I have seen it. She's powerful. Probably high B tier. Pomu is a fairy that is losing her power because people stopped believing in her. She became a VTuber. Now she is powerful because of the influence of Pomu. We're gonna bring some outside. Knowledge to this. Pomu Rain Puff. Pause this. Pomu Rain Puff on YouTube has a little over 500,000 subscribers. Right? Over 500,000 people believe in Pomu. That is a crazy buff. That is a crazy buff. Reimu. Where will we put Reimu? The ghost. And like that crab thing that's on top of her head that's controlling her. Probably B tier as well. C tier for Reimu, B for Pomu, and then C tier for Reimu. I think she'd be in between Kyo and Finana then. If we're gonna put Reimu in C tier, she'd be between them, right? Vox. This was a big one. Where will we put Vox? Vox is low A, high B. Low A. Right? Because if we put Pomu with Vox together, I feel like Vox is gonna be on top. But I don't know, that 500,000 buff is crazy. Vox B tier? You think Vox is knocking on A tier? He's the one guarding A tier? Vox is definitely strong and it's 2.0. Okay. Reimu can beat Vox in the lore? In the lore? Because we got Reimu down here at C tier. What? No, we're talking about lore. Yeah, we're talking about lore. He can control people with his voice. He can win over everybody as long as he can bore them to death with lore. I think Vox would then beat Pomu because Pomu got a buff from having 500,000 people, but if Vox can control 500,000 people, then Pomu loses all her powers. So he actively, negatively hits Pomu. So Vox would actually debuff Pomu. So Vox is above Pomu based off of that. It's a one-man army. Facts. The Kindreds are 1.3 million. True. So that just by numbers, Pomu would her army would lose. Vox did get beat by humans, right? In a period that didn't have advanced tech. Now we got guns and helicopters and jets. Okay. The Kindreds are flying jets in the battle now. This is no longer bow and arrow Shogun era. The scales have changed. Meliko, right? Where is Meliko? What is Meliko? Is she above Scarl? She's an exorcist. An exorcist versus an enchantress. Conceal, Vox, and Reimu? Potentially. Not exorcists cannot beat every single demon. If that was the case, there would be no issues with Satan and demons and shit. If exorcist was an automatic win, that would be the case. More situational. She fights evil spirits. So if they're not an evil spirit, she doesn't have any control of them. So she would beat Luca. Luca's evil, right? He's a mafia boss, but he's not a spirit. Scarl's situational. Meliko is situational. Okay, we're gonna have to make a new tier. Okay, so Meliko is situational. Who else is situational? She can beat Reimu, but Reimu's up here. We can't just have Meliko skip everybody else just because she can beat Reimu. That's why it's situational. We can't just have her skip everybody on the tier list because she can beat Reimu, and Reimu can beat all these other people. Because if Meliko goes against Mafia Boss with a gun, Meliko's gonna get shot in her face. She counters, right? So situational. Who else is situational? If there's nobody else situational, Meliko goes in her own tier. Right? So Albin is a thief. Albin is a thief. I think dexterity would be important, but can his dexterity beat a gun? I don't know. If Albin is fast enough to steal whatever Luca has and get away, that's not beating Luca, that's just stealing his shit. So I guess Albin would be D tier just based off of that. Albin has future tech, but what is the future tech? Has he shown it off? Can you give me at least one future tech that he has besides saying he's from the future? Like, yeah, his little ear things, what do these do? Does this enhance hearing? And now his 2.0, he works at Starbucks. I don't know, man. Okay, cybernetics is good, but he's not made of metal, man. Like, cybernetics, so like his legs, other limbs, maybe some internals. He has augmentation. I played Deus Ex enough to know if I get shot, I'm still gonna die. So Albin is not a freaking all the way robot. If he gets shot, he's gonna die. He has enhanced hearing, higher than Luca. He's gonna hear that gunshot louder. That's all I got to say about that. Kodaka. Okay, what does Kodaka do? I don't remember. She's a DJ, right? She can shapeshift. Shapeshifting. All right, we're gonna put a shapeshifting is honestly powerful, but in a fight, on a one-on-one, what is shapeshifting really gonna do in a one-on-one fight? Right? What is shapeshifting gonna do in a one-on-one fight? Are you gonna have to shapeshift into something that they fear? A penguin is scared of a freaking a walrus. So this is an insta dub. She just shapeshifted to a walrus. Petra has a fucking heart attack. What about Doppio drop Scythe? What is Doppio? Doppio's human. He has superhuman strength. A human with superhuman strength. Does that mean his is he impervious to bullets? Because if not, bullets win every time. Bullets win every time. Above Luca, just because you're super strong does not mean you're beating bullets. I'm gonna need more than just super strength. Superhuman. Okay, superhuman is different. Superhuman is different. Does that, okay, superhuman, like Mr. Incredible is superhuman. Okay, Mr. Incredible is superhuman. Has Mr. Incredible been shot at? If he has, did the bullets do anything? If the bullets didn't do anything then to Mr. Incredible, then that automatically makes Doppio stronger than Kyo as well. Because Kyo, even though he has moon powers, he hasn't done shit with him. Doppio could run up there, punch him in the face, and he's gone. Fulgur, he's a cyborg. He has robotic limbs, but does he have increased strength like Doppio does? Because if not, then Fulgur would just be below guns. Fulgur is a librarian. So he doesn't have combat. He hasn't shown any combat, but he does have metal arms. But we'll put him above. We'll put him up. Mista is a detective, man. If you're a detective, you're bound to have been into some type of combative situations. People do not like police. People do not like people sneaking through stuff. Now, what happens if we add somebody that is sneaky, looking through shit, and a police officer? They end up getting into some issues. So I feel like Mista could throw hands, but against a guy with metal arms, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's interesting. He could poison someone with his food. We're moving Mista down to situational. Sunny is above Luca. He has a bulletproof vest. Bulletproof vest? Is this a future bulletproof vest where all bullets just don't work? Because I've worn a plate carrier and I've seen that shit been shot. And it did not make me feel safe wearing the damn plate. It made me feel a little bit better, but it did not make me feel completely safe wearing that vest. Plus, even though he has a vest, he also has a head. A gun, head, gone. Hex Haywire. What is Hex? I don't know what Hex is. He's just a human, right? Hex with Kodo. Hex powers doesn't benefit him. Okay, we could drop Hex over here, that's fine. Stronger than Petra. Stronger than the shapeshifter. I mean, he looks like he goes to the gym if you just look at Hex's model, right? He can take other people's pain and make it his. That could give him an anger buff, right? Or no, he's not angry because he's like the calm guy. So I don't know. We're not gonna count these two since they have left the company. We have Vermilion. Ver is also human, right? Ver is the strongest in XLA, and literally all the XLA members are down here except for Doppio with super strength. So does that mean, or superhuman ability? So Ver is gonna go all the way up here. He can change his soul. He can change your soul. He can change other people's soul. So Ver he could take out all these people down here besides, hold on. Shit, that really does put a wrench in everything. He's higher than Doppio. Is he higher than Reimu? Because Reimu is a ghost. Does he beat Reimu because she's a ghost? Bro, stealing people's souls is crazy. That's Shang Tsung. Can Shang Tsung beat all these people? An angel? Angels aren't really souls, right? They're souls that have been like purified. So he could beat Scarl because she's just an enchantress. And the reason why we have Scarl so high is because she makes everybody else fall in love. But enchanting wouldn't really work on Reimu, right? Because she's a ghost. Is Scarl situational? Should we put Scarl in situational? And put just like replace Scarl and Ver? Are ghosts souls? Yeah, ghosts are souls. He can read your future. Oh, wait, I thought he could steal them. He beat a bunch of people single-handedly, humans, but was alone and seemed not to struggle at all. And he changed the fate with her powers, with his power. He changed her fate with his powers. Okay, so he's not really stealing and eating souls like Shang Tsung. All right, so where would y'all say Ver is? Just tell me B, C, or D. Where are y'all putting Ver? And whatever has the most, that's what we're gonna go with. But like y'all said, he was above Doppio, so we could just do that. Just throw him in C above Doppio, if anything. I'm thinking more C as well because it's like it's been stated stronger than Doppio, right? And Doppio's up here because he can one-shot kill, and he can beat Luca's gun. Ver's on Scarl's tier. I mean, okay, let's just say this is what it is, and let's rearrange it. Nina, if you have issues with Nina, where would you put Nina? Would you put her in A tier? If you're gonna put Nina in A tier, is she stronger than Rosemi? If Nina is stronger than Rosemi, then I will move her down. It's fine. You think above Vox? That is a pretty big. If we move Nina down, then we gotta move Rosemi up. Basically is what I'm saying. If we move Nina down, Rosemi has to go up to S tier. Is everybody fine with Rosemi going to S tier instead of A tier? Rosemi can go to S. S for safe. She can change people's luck and make them unlucky to win. I could see that why she would be above Vox, right? Okay, we'll move Rosemi up. But if Nina can change luck, couldn't she change Ren's luck then? Because Ren is literally just an alien. There is nothing special about him. Maybe his organs and stuff like that are different, but besides that, there is nothing special. He is an alien that blew shit up. Ren is Vegeta. Changing Vegeta's luck. It's not a good power, right? But we also have to remember that Nina was in heaven, but got kicked out, right? She gives luck. She doesn't affect misfortune. Okay. She gives luck. If she only gives luck, can she be killed? Because she was a god, right? Can she be killed? Can Ren like blow her up? Ren has more raw power. Okay. What about Shu? Is the wizard Shu gonna beat Nina? Right? Shu was already doing messed up stuff, and then he did some joke and got kicked out. Not kicked out of heaven, but he did something, right? He messed with some other being, right, and got punishment for the joke. So Shu would be strong. Millie versus Nina. Time manipulation, resurrection. Based on new lore, Millie would win. Okay. So Millie above Nina. Uki. Would telepathy work? Maybe. Nina versus Vox. What is keeping Vox above Nina? We literally moved somebody that was an S tier, by the way. What is keeping Vox from being stronger than Nina? What is that about? Nina is situational. Okay, can we say that then? Can we move Nina down to situational? Is that fine? Are we gonna keep her in A tier or move her to situational? Because I would be fine with moving her to situational. All she does is do luck, and she's not even a god anymore. Yes for Nina. Yes for Nina going to situational. Okay. Kyo down 1. Until Kyo can master his powers, I can see that. All he is immortal. He can be knocked out, and that's why Doppio's above him. Scarl's an enchantress. Should we put Scarl in situational? She's an enchantress, but her power would only work on a couple people. The reason why Scarl's up here because she would beat everybody in D tier. Let's be fair. She's up here because she would beat everybody in D tier. All these people will be enchanted by her, and even if they weren't, I think Scarl could probably beat up a freaking doll and a penguin. Situational for Scarl. Is anybody objecting? Is this fine? Situational for Scarl? Okay, it just looks good as it is. We don't need to go into any more detail. We're done. The list looks good. I think so too. I think we commutatively, I think we did a good job. I think this honestly is like solid. We're done. Solid, guys. Solid. Absolutely solid. This is the official tier list until Nijisanji En themselves can come together as a collective and they can talk about it amongst themselves and create the tier list. Because the only ones that know the lore better than we do, the fans, is the ones that created it. So if Nijisanji En, this is a invitation for you guys to all one day stream together and come up with the tier list. Oh, whenever the new people come out, the new people are coming out soon. So the tier list is already defunct until like the debut. When the debut comes out, this tier list doesn't even matter anymore. But it was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it though. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Bye-bye.
Bam 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 bam.